unbelievably similar to the remains we found.
Mr. Grant, Barnum acquired the Mermaid sometime during the Civil War, but then he held on to it, looking for the right time in order to promote it and display it.
Absolutely, and that time was July 1865. The Civil War had ended. You know, the entire country was just ready to move on, and P.T. Barnum was ready to move on with the grand unveiling of his real mermaid.
This was 20 years after the Fiji Mermaid, so in a way you could say that this was the first blockbuster sequel in American history, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And it seems like a lot more was happening beyond the real mermaid. There are other attractions that are advertised in the flyer.
What he was planning was a 19th century equivalent of Woodstock. All the big acts were going to be there. He was planning to bring back Chang and Eng. These were the world-famous Siamese twins. They hadn't been seen for over 25 years. He brought them out of retirement.
And that's the world's smallest man? Do I see that?
Yes, this is General Tom Thumb. He measured 23 inches tall.
But the event never got off the ground.
No, it didn't. Look at the date of the exhibit, July the 15th, 1865. 2 days before the show was to open on July 13th, 1865, a terrible fire broke out at the museum, burned it to the ground. It was one of the worst fires in New York City history.
So the show's over before it even starts, and the real mermaid is lost forever.
That's what we thought.
Well, what have you learned since?
Well, 2010 was the bicentennial year for P.T. Barnum, and in going and finding materials for our retrospective, one of our researchers stumbled upon a photo collection that was buried in the National Archives for decades.
Let's put one of those up right now if we can.
Oh my God.
Now, to the best of our knowledge, these are the only known photographs of Barnum's real mermaid.
Wow.
Let's show the rest of those, because there are more.
Wow. 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 Yeah, it's the crest.
These are incredible. Paul, what do you see? What are you thinking when you look at these?
Well, that's definitely not a monkey torso sewn onto a fishtail, that's for sure.